State in this young season loosens up for his 8th appearance in 2016, a record of 1-0, an earned run average of 1.35 in 6 2/3 innings. He's allowed just 1 earned run, walked 2, and struck out 4. Now, he has given up 9 hits in the 6 2/3 and made 3 wild pitches, which leads the team. Kyle Novak is at third base. With nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th, the Beavers leading 7-3. Collins works from the stretch, the infield in on the field turf. Joe Gillette steps in and takes high and inside, ball 1. Gillette pinch hitting for Billy King. Joe hitting 167. He's 2 for 12. He has 1 sacrifice fly on the year. Certainly his goal is to get Novak in with a fly ball or a ground ball through the drawn in infield. He swings and doesn't get it, and the count 1-1. 7-3 Beavers, bottom of the 6th inning. 7 last inning, and now Kyle Novak leading off the bottom of the 6th with a triple before a good crowd, 2,900. We're looking for more this weekend with the great weather on Friday in particular. 3:05 the first pitch. Good pitch from Collins. Cut, fastball, or slider, either way, it had good late movement and caught the outside corner. 1-2 the count to Joe. Kyle Novak at third, nobody out. Caden Grenier on deck. Collins from the stretch. The right-hander to the plate, 1-2, fastball up and in. Collins 6'3", 190 out of Sherman Oaks, California, and Notre Dame High School. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Joe Gillette. Collins ready, the third pitcher of the night for the Aztecs, looks at Novak and comes to Gillette 2-2, breaking ball foul back. Good job by Joe getting a piece of a pretty good pitch to stay alive. 2-2 the count. Chris Collins again from the stretch. Novak gets his lead from third. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Gillette, a ground ball to short. Novak breaks to the plate. The throw to the plate. Kyle's going to try to stay in a rundown and allow Gillette to try to get to second. Novak breaks for the plate and is tagged out, and Gillette holds it first. A mistake on Novak's part to go. With nobody out in the inning, Kyle's got to stay put on that ground ball with the infield drawn in. And that's something, of course, that Kyle needs to recognize as contact is being made. Pat Casey meeting Novak at the top of the dugout steps. As Kyle descends the steps into the corner of the dugout, Coach Casey follows his young, scrappy outfielder, and Pat realizes that the Beavers just gave away a great opportunity to add to their lead with a base running mistake there on Kyle's part. The pitch on the way to Caden Grenier. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. Gillette at first on the fielder's choice. But Joe not able to get the run home with a fly ball or a ground ball through the drawn-in infield. Grenier tried to check his swing but went around and is behind the count quickly to Chris Collins, 0-2. And again, with nobody out in the inning, Kyle just has to stay put against the drawn-in infield. He could bluff, try to make Trejo, the shortstop, think about it, but he strayed too far off the line and did not give himself a chance to score on a fly ball out potentially from Caden Grenier. Caden takes outside, ball 1, 1-2. Less egregious of a move to try to perhaps create a rundown play or make the shortstop make a play with 1 out. But with no outs, you got to stay home. Collins from the stretch, Gillette at first, 1 out. The pitch to Grenier is a ground ball back up the middle, speared on a dive by Trejo, goes to second for a force. 2 down. It's a very nice play by Trejo, who won the game for San Diego State with a home run last night in the 9th inning. And shows his versatility as a ball player. Diving to his left, taking a base hit away from Caden Grenier. And when you're slumping, those are the types of plays that other guys make against you. The fielder's choice, 6-4, on a very good play by Trejo. And now with 2 down, Beaver shortstop Trevor Morrison to the plate. Morrison is singled to right, grounded to second, and at the plate now with Grenier bluffing at first. The pitch low and inside, ball 1-0. Morrison aboard on a fielder's choice and essentially picked up 2 bases thanks to adept running on Novak's part back in the 5th to keep himself alive in a rundown and allow Morrison to end up at second base, replacing Billy King there. Now Morrison, even against the shift, rounds one into center field. Caden Grenier can really fly, and he races into third base. Coming hard around second, Morrison with his second hit of the night. The Beavers with runners at first and third for Nick Madrigal, who came through with a clutch 2-out, 2-run single to tie the game last inning. And will come to the plate now, looking for another 2-out hit, trying to add to the Beavers' lead, which is 7-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Beaver Baseball is brought to you by Les Schwab, more than a tire store. They offer alignments, shocks, brakes, and batteries too, all backed by Les Schwab's promise. If we can't guarantee it, we won't sell it. Les Schwab Tire Centers, home of the best tire value promise. The pitch to Madrigal, breaking ball down and away, ball 1-0. 7-3 Beavers, bottom of the 6th inning. The Beavers and Huskies this weekend, the entire series on the Pac-12, Oregon, and Washington stations from the Pac-12 networks. Washington will come in tied for first in conference play at 4-2. Runner goes, ground ball to short. The only play is to first, but Trejo's able to make it to get Nick Madrigal, and the inning is over. The Beavers run themselves out of a chance to add to their lead, a leadoff triple, but they come up empty in the 6th. No runs.